Alright guys, we're finally here. This is my final collection update for January 2016. This is my GameCube physical games. Well, I guess I really don't need to say physical because there are no actual digital GameCube games, but not yet anyways. But yeah, this is my GameCube collection. It's not as big a collection. I played the GameCube a lot growing up. It was part of my younger days. I started gaming back in the 90s. I did work my way up from NES, Super Nintendo, N64, but still, I was still technically a kid, or young teenager when the GameCube was a thing, and I didn't have a lot of money to just buy a lot of games. So the bulk of my collection has been bought in recent years, actually, now that I'm an adult, have my own money, and can build up my own collection with my own finances. So that's why it's a little bit more sparse compared to the Wii and the Wii U, PS3, and all those types of systems, because those systems have been out as I've been an adult, and these other systems have been out when I was younger, when I didn't have as much money. So just a little background. I did have a GameCube back in 2000. When did the GameCube first came out? 2001? 2002 was when I first got my GameCube. Super Mario Sunshine was one of the first games, and I made sure that I got it before Winwaker came out, because I'm a big Zelda fan, so had to have it for that. But I loved the GameCube, even though I didn't have a lot of games for it growing up. I rented a lot of games from the local video store, played a lot of GameCube. It was definitely one of my favorite systems. I really liked the GameCube. I don't like it as much as some people. Some people really hold it in this high regards these days, and I do admit the GameCube does have quite a bit of faults, but it's still an amazing system. Anyways, these are all alphabetical like usual, so we're going to get right to it. Battalion Wars. I have played a bit of this, and it's actually really fun. It's a really unique game. It's like sort of real-time strategy and third-person shooter mix, but it's actually really fun. Really, really nice. F-Zero GX. Oh man, this game is brutal. This game is really brutal. But compared to F-Zero and F-Zero X, the soundtrack is kind of different, which I was a little bit not that big a fan of. I prefer the more rock, badass soundtrack of F-Zero and F-Zero X, especially F-Zero X. F-Zero X had amazing music, but this is still awesome, and it has a complete story mode and lots of other courses and stuff to do. It's still a really fun game. Geist. Haven't actually played this yet, but I have friends that played it, and they tell me it's a really, really, really nice experience, so can't wait to go through it. Luigis Mansion, just classic. You know, what can you say? It launched with the GameCube. We've all pretty much played it. It's a bit short, but it's short and sweet. That's what I'd call it, short and sweet. Mario Kart Double Dash. One of my favorite classic Mario Kart games. I would consider this one of the classic Mario games. Mario Kart games, I mean. I would say everything from Super Mario Kart to this game would be classic, and everything from DS and on would be the more modern Mario Kart games. This is definitely my favorite classic one. Probably one of my favorite Mario Kart games, period, next to 7. It's either this or 7. They're both really closely tied for me. But I wish they'd go back and do the dual kart with, 2 people per kart thing, or at least include it as an option. They give us option for karts and bikes, and now we got the whole underwater and anti-gravity and all that stuff. Why can't we get this function back? This was actually really cool. I want to see it return. It's awesome. Mario Party 7, the only Mario Party game I own for the GameCube as of now. I hope to get them all, because I love the Mario Party series. But as far as the ones on the GameCube, this one is my absolute favorite, and it's actually one of my favorite games in the entire Mario Party series. It's just, I like the mini games, I like the boards. This one's just really fun. I like the microphone support too. Mario Superstar Baseball. I haven't actually played this one yet, although I have played the sequel on the Wii, and the one on the Wii is fantastic, so I'm expecting this one to be pretty good as well. I actually got 2 copies of Metroid Prime 1. Why? This is just for the collector and me. This one's I think this is one of the launch copies, and this one is a later copy that had a bonus disc that gives you previews for Metroid Prime 2. So I seen both of these, and this was only like $14. So it's like I had to get that for the collection. Have both of these. A friend actually bought me this one a long time ago, and like I said, this one I bought because I seen that dual disc. I thought that'd be sweet. So yeah, it's Metroid Prime. You know, what can I say? And speaking of Metroid Prime, I do have Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And yeah, it's Metroid Prime. What can I say? Odama. I still haven't actually opened this up yet, but it's a very strange game. Utilizes the microphone as well. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. My personal favorite Paper Mario game, and one of the best Mario RPGs out there. Really fantastic. Really fantastic game. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. My personal favorite Sonic game of all time, and it's actually one of my favorite games of all time. I can play this game, you know, for ages. It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. It's just so much fun. I had so many files back in the day on it. I still do on my memory cards. Soul Calibur 2. This is actually a recent purchase. I got this in the past couple months, but I had to get it for my collection because it has Link. I'm a big Zelda fan. I have played it, of course, back in the day. I mean, you know, it's Soul Calibur 2 with Link. You know, of course, I've played it. I've played it many times, but I finally have my own copy, and I'm very glad for that. Not the biggest Soul Calibur fan, but it has Link, so I gotta have it. Get 2 Star Wars games here. Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2, and then Star Wars Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3. Rogue Leader I've always had since I had the GameCube. This copies I've had for a good 15 years or so. Well, not 15, but close to that. This copy is relatively new. I bought this the same time I bought Soul Calibur 2. I actually never played Rogue Squadron 3 back in the day. Rogue Squadron 2, though, instant classic. I have tried a little bit of Rogue Squadron 3 out. The controls are going to take some time to get used to, but I'm going to play more, and that's all I can really say on it. But this is an instant classic. I really like these games, and it sucks that LucasArts is gone. I hate the fact that Disney dissolved them because they made fantastic Star Wars games. We have Super Mario Sunshine. Really good game, although I haven't ever beat it. I've played the fuck out of it, but I never beat it. There's some real difficulty here compared to the other Mario games. But still, it's a fantastic game, and it does something a little bit different. And it's a very vibrant and colorful and just beautiful game, even by today's standards. I really like this game. Super Smash Bros. Melee. What can I say about it? It's Melee. If you own a GameCube, you probably own this. It's one of the top-selling games of the GameCube, if not the top-selling game. And I do think this game gets really overrated, especially in the competitive scene nowadays, because I don't give a shit about the competitive scene. And people hold this like on a huge pedestal. I don't think it's that highly regarded, but still, it's Melee. It's a classic. I do believe this game has aged a lot better than the N64 Smash Brothers, and I can still boot it up, you know, whenever I want and play it, and it doesn't get old. It just doesn't get old. That's the thing about the GameCube. The GameCube, it just doesn't get old, you know. This, unfortunately, I don't have a cover art for, but it is the Zelda Collector's Edition. A really nice set that has the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Plus it gives you a demo of Winwaker and some other little GameCube trailers and stuff, but hopefully one day I'll have the actual case for it. I plan on getting it for my Zelda collection. But as of now, I just have the game. We also got some more Zelda games here. We got Four Swords Adventures. Really terrific game, both single player and multiplayer. One of my favorite multiplayer experiences of all time, actually. It's really fun when you get 3 friends together and just, you know, do 4-player co-op or 4-player shadow battle on this. Really fun. I have some, I know there's some stickers I got to get off of there from when I first bought it. But I wish Nintendo would at least like do a remake of this, or at least do more Four Swords games, because this was really fun. That as of now, this is the only Zelda game that we cannot play on a modern system. We cannot get this on the 3DS or the Wii U. Every other Zelda game we can, besides this one. So I hope Nintendo fixes that soon, because it'd be great. Got the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, 2-game bonus disc. This I got for pre-ordering Wind Waker way back in the day. Oh my god, this is still one of the best pre-order bonuses I've ever gotten for any game ever. This is fantastic. You get a GameCube version of Ocarina of Time, plus you get the Master Quest, which has remixed dungeons with harder puzzles, which was awesome. And you got this as soon as you pre-ordered Wind Waker. You put your $5 down, you get this. So while you're waiting for Wind Waker to come out for the next 2 months, you had this to play. It was awesome back in the day. Speaking of Wind Waker, we have Wind Waker. what can I say about Winwaker? It's fantastic. Recently got a port to the Wii U, Winwaker HD back in 2013, and it proves that this game just doesn't get old. Again with GameCube, it does not get old. Speaking of Zelda, speaking of not getting old, Twilight Princess, another game that is just amazing. One of my favorite Zelda games of all time. That is also about to get a port this upcoming March to the Wii U, an updated HD remaster, which I cannot wait for. But still, fantastic game. Waverace Blue Storm, another just awesome game. I love the Waverace series. I wish Nintendo would go back and make more of these, because people always look at Nintendo, they're like, oh, where's the next? Why don't we have any more F-Zero or Diddy Kong Racings or anything like that? Well, well, you know what I ask for? Why don't we have any more wave races? The wave race. Just the game is just fantastic. It has amazing water physics even to this day. Just awesome game. Really fun multiplayer. Last but not least, I have Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom. It's a bit different than your traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. It's more or less a turn-based RPG where you can recruit the monsters and you do actual. It's turn-based RPG, but with some real-time strategy elements, and it works really well. And you get 2 separate stories, plus you can unlock a third one with Joey Wheeler, which is awesome. I played this game to death back in the day, and it's just really awesome experience. And that is my GameCube collection, guys. Let me know what you guys thought. Like I said, post some comments down below. I'll check them out, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.